So today we are going to discuss about arrays. So what is an array? What is an array? What is an array? Anyone? Array is a collection of homogeneous data elements. Okay. And what is the use of array? Why array is introduced? The use of array. The use of array is to store multiple values in a single storage unit. So how it is like that? So array is a collection of homogeneous data elements, and the use of array is to store multiple values in a single storage unit. What it is mean? Single storage unit means what? So for example, for example, when we are storing the values, so when we are storing the values, when we are storing the values, what we are doing when we are storing the values, what we are doing. So, for example, if we take any type of variable, like if we are storing, the values, for example, I want to store, the 10,000. Okay, this is the value. Okay, so next I want to a equal to a equal to 10,000 I kept. Okay, so a equal to 10,000. The value is stored in the variable a. Okay, the value is stored in variable a, and when I'm going to store the value int b. So I want to store the value 11,000 and I want to store the value 12,000. So I want to store the value 13,000. So what happening here? What happening here? So the creation of the each variable it is taking. So for example, if the A has, so we have already earlier discussed integer is a 4 4 bytes space it will take. Okay, so it will take the 4 bytes and every variable takes the 4 bytes of space. Every variable takes the 4 bytes of space. But how much I am using? Am I using that? How much I initiated to that variable? Okay. Am I using? No, right? I have allocated the 4 bytes of space, but I am not using 4 bytes of space for the every variable, whichever the data type has provided the 4 byte space. So it is what happening? It is wasting of memory and creation of variable headache. Okay. So creation of variable headache and wasting of memory. So to overcome this problem, so what what the developer has introduced arrays concept. Okay, what the developer has do arrays concept. Then why how array will be uh, how array will be uh, used? So we'll see. So in the array, we have to we can create arrays three ways. Arrays. So we can create arrays three ways. What are the three ways we can create? Let's take. So arrays can create it three ways. One is using variable initialization. So, and the second is, we'll see one by one example. So second is using data type initialization. And third one is using new keyword. New keyword with array constructor. Okay. These are the three ways we can create the arrays. Okay. So how it will be, we'll see. So mm, so like we will see that creation of arrays. Number one, first one is using variable declarations. Variable. So example is, so int a equal to a of 5 equal to, so we will place the values in a flower basis. Okay, so that we will place, so 10,000 comma 11,000 comma 12,000 comma 13,000 comma 14,000. So the size, array size is 5. This is the size of the array. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. The length of this is 5, right? So it will store the 5 elements. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 elements it will store. The array will be stored 5 elements. The syntax is, syntax of this is int variable name, like data type variable name size array, size of array, elements. Okay. This is declaration. So if you want to directly initialize the values, we can directly initialize it. Or if you want to declare first and after the initialization, we can do it that as well. Okay. So first, we can declare, just declare it, and after we can initialize. This is declaration of an array. Declaration of an array. Okay. So next, this is a one way. And the another way is, second way is we can using the data type declaration. The size is declared with the data type. So we can keep the, we can create a array using like this. So data type, the size of the array, and we will mention the size of the array here and the same. So the example is, you want to directly initialize it, that way we can initialize a similar. Okay. So we can initialize and so this is the another way of declaring the array. Declaration of declaration of arrays. And the third way is using new keyword. So by using new keyword, we'll keep, we'll create a array of size, we will mention it in the constructor, and no need to keep this. So based on that, we will add the new array of 5. So size of the array. Okay. So these are the three ways to creation or declaration of an array. So what is the purpose of an array is? The purpose of array is to avoid the wastage of memory and to store the multiple values in a single storage. Okay. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So this is the uh, three ways we can declare and initialize the values. This is the initialization. Then declaration of an array, initialization of an array. Initialization. So while initialization of an array, it means we are initializing the values to that particular array. Okay. So how we will use, already we have, earlier we have used the arrays. So array is the index based concept. So how it will store the each and every element will be stored in a particular index. So the array value starts, array is index based. Array starts at index 0. We go through. Okay. Okay. How array will be look like is, like, for example, if you want to create an um, uh, yes, just a second. So if you want to store the values, so if we want to store the values in an indexed manner. So for example, here I want to For example, just a second. This is something. Yeah. I want to store the values. This is, for example, this is an array. For example, array, integer array. So I have taken the int a. This is an array. So it will store the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For example, I want to store the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. The array will be look like this. Okay. This is an integer array of A. So A of 0 means it will take the value of 10. A of 0 equal to 10. Okay. A of 1 equal to 20. So that way we can store the values, or we can simply say A of 5 elements, size A of size 5. So if we 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. So if we give like this, it will store in this manner. So in this manner. So it means like it will store 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever we want to retrieve the value of a particular element, so we have to search with the index. So index is 0. 0 means it will, if we display 0, a of 0, then it will print the 10. If we display 1, it will print the 20. Like that, we can access it. So let's see an example of this concept. So using the array is the most commonly and most used in all programs. We can use the arrays mostly. Okay. So for example, class. So we have the concept like one dimensional array, two dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. Arrays are two types. One is one dimensional array or single dimensional array, single dimension array, and the second one is multi-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. Okay. So just we have discussed about the single dimension array. So this is a initialization of single dimension array. Okay. So we'll discuss about the two dimension array later. Okay. The creation and declaration of single dimension array. So example of single dimension array. Dimensional. Okay. So complete static void name in args. It's capital. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an array into a of, okay, I'm going to create an array. So I'm initializing the values. Directly we can initialize it and we can mention the size of it. Array is a fixed size. So we can store the values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So whatever the elements we want, we can keep it. Okay. So to access the uh, system dot out dot println the value okay the value of array. So I'm going to display the a of 1. So I'm going to display the this a of 1. We'll see. Copy. I'm going to create the single dimension arrays dot yaw. I'm going to compile the code. illegal start of expression. Okay. Why illegal start of expression? Illegal start of expression. Just a second. Why illegal start of expression? But by to ensure in the same. Yeah. So initializing in the same column, it is uh, better to keep initializing in the same column. Okay. So we have to initialize in the same column. Then it will be executed properly. So we'll see Java. So the value of array is 20. So why? Because I have displayed only a of 1. So if I display any other, if I want to display all the elements, I have to use that for loop or for each loop or any looping statement. So int I equal to 0 and I less than a dot length. Okay. I plus plus. So for this, we have to repeat each iterative statement and we have to display every individual element. Okay. So then it will display all the elements. A dot length. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It is displayed. Okay. So this is the way we can do. So the statement we have to write here is we have to uh, write initialize the values in a same statement. Okay. Declare and initialize the values in same state. But and data type and declare and initialize the initialization of data. Okay. So this is the way we have to. So in this manner, we have to do like declaration and initialization should be in the same line. Okay. So for if you want to declare in somewhere, then we have to use it using the new keyword. So then this is the possible way. Like if you want to declare in this way, this is possible. Okay. Any doubts? So we'll see this also. Nice. Using array method we can, and using that using array of 5, or like using that type of the data int. So be like this. Okay. Let's see this example and this. The B. So I'm going to display those as well. Just a second. So this is all about our arrays concept. We will discuss more clearly tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to run the compile the code. Might get another B of. So allocating the memory. So first initializing it, then after initialization, we have to allocate the memory for it. And